Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more Distant Worlds Universe, our pirate playthrough. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. I think last time I was so excited to just get into things that I kind of skimmed over a lot of, we'll say, details, and it made a lot of assumptions that people had watched the previous series. I think I even said, oh yeah, you should go watch that other series, and I think you should. It does explain a lot of the basics of the game. I do definitely view the pirate playthrough as being more difficult than a standard Empire playthrough, and maybe this time here we'll slow down a little bit and I'll go into a little bit more detail as to why that is. Well, I think you kind of already get the idea. Like, you know, we're looking at our cash flow here and it's pretty crap, and actually we do have some money. Well, I want to go ahead and use some of that money. Now, right now, yes, we don't know anybody. We haven't encountered any other anyone else except for the independent colonies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... Oh, we have discovered a vast field of space debris in the Kiefer system. It appears to be the remains of an epic battle. The wreckage includes many powerful military ships that look salvageable. We should send construction ships to this location at once to repair and recover as many of these valuable ships as possible. Repairing the advanced technology in these ships would no doubt provide research bonuses to our empire. It may also be wise to send an armed escort along. We want to dissuade anyone else from claiming these ships. Let's keep this discovery to ourselves. That's basically a little bit of what we said last time, but now it's official, you know. Our exploration ship has officially found these things. It's flown a little bit closer, and it's probably got chased off by some of these giant Kaltors. So what we want, what I'm going to do though, is one of the things I forgot to mention. When you're playing as a pirate, you know, you can play as a mercenary, you can play as a raider, you can play as a smuggler, but I feel like the most important thing to do, I think, if you're going to survive, is to actually diversify. If you're just trying to be a mercenary and not stepping on the toes of empires, you're actually going to fail. The best thing that you can do is to diversify. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under my build order screen, and we've got some frigates, some escorts and stuff, but what I really want are actually some mining ships. Mining and smuggling are a great way to get a sort of a steady income stream without losing ships constantly. So I'm going to go ahead and build 3 each, a mining ship and gas mining ships. And that's going to cost me about 6. Actually, I could probably get another. Can I get 2? Yeah, actually, I can get 4 extra. There we go. I'm not sure if this is the best choice. Like I said, I have not played as much with a pirate faction as I have with a standard empire, so there's a good chance I might actually fail. We might lose, and I might have to restart. I'm not even sure how far we'll get into this series, but yeah, that's what we're gonna go ahead and try to do, because making money is difficult, and I'm actually kind of surprised. We've been floating around for about a year now, and we have not, like in game time, and we haven't detected any other races or empires. Now, we're right at the end of December, so what I want to do is I want to take a look at this year. I want to take a look at a breakdown. Now, we could just go under last year. We could have waited until it went over, like the clock ticked over to the next year, because this year is basically your balance sheet. You can kind of take a look at this and say, all right, let's see, how did we do this year? And right now, it looks like the income, the most income we got was from our raids. We got 9,000, but as you can see here, just with the few mining ships and stuff that we had, we still made like 4,787 credits just on mining. And once we discover more, we'll say colonies and stuff, and we start spreading our control, we'll be able to, you know, we'll be getting more and more from that. If we look at controlled colonies, we earned a whopping 567 credits this year, and that's basically just from our control over this this planet. So what are we going to do? Well, I need to, let me see, where is my fleets here? The first fleet, I believe this has a resupply ship. Yes, it does. We're going to take this small fleet, and it should be able to get over to the Kiefer system. Now, because we do have a resupply ship, we can always put the resupply ship over a Kazlon a planet with Kazlon on it, and just refuel. So let me see, did this have, this actually does have Kazlon, so let's go ahead and send the first fleet over here to Kiefer 3. and they're gonna fly over there. We're gonna destroy the giant Kaltors, and we're gonna get our construction ship over there. Our one and only construction ship right here, the Solar Venture. We're gonna get that to go up and start repairing some of those ships, because if we can get some nice heavy-duty military ships, we can like dominate. We'll say actually the Galactic Center. We're right in the middle here. That would be kind of cool if we could control everything over here. So, I'm not sure if I want to send the construction ship right now. We've encountered a new empire in the Gizurean system, the Isian Bandits. All right, let's take a look here. They are ahead of us on this little thing, and it looks like they have 2 control colonies, so they don't quite have as much firepower as us, though. That's kind of good for the time being. Smuggling freighters, they do have 6. We have 5. They look like they're probably a little bit ahead of us. We're gonna have to be careful with them. We don't know where their base is, but now that we know there's another pirate group operating in this space, we need to be careful. We have an exploration ship from them. I'm kind of wondering if we should destroy this, or maybe we could negotiate a truce. I think it's a little too early right now to negotiate a truce, although I do not want them spreading their influence over this planet here. This is right now we've got 62% on the planet of Rearm. Rearm? Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna keep my second fleet above that planet. Just because I think even though it's just an exploration ship, if that goes over the planet, it can start spreading its influence, and then, well, then they're cutting into our bottom line, and we can't have that, right? Yeah, it's really like it's almost like it's like a gangster type thing, you know? You're like, here's our monetary interest, man. You know, we gotta try to set up our smuggling operations and stuff, and that's a really bad impression. I'm sorry. I'll stop doing it now. That's kind of, I don't know, that's the kind of gameplay I feel like you've got to do. You got to set up protection arrangements, and you've got to be looking and basically cutting off resources and stuff like that. As much as it, maybe, you know, I guess I can't say in an update, because I'm pretty sure the game is done. They're not going to be adding anything to it, but oh, we have the 3rd fleet heading over that direction. Wait, 3rd fleet, where's the 1st fleet going? I think the 1st fleet is also... No, the 1st fleet isn't going. Did I accidentally send the 3rd fleet over there? Actually, you know, no, I want 3rd fleets, I'm sorry, come back here. I want you to move to Crooked Adventure. I want the 1st fleet, because it's got that big resupply ship, and that'll be very handy over here in the Kiefer system. Okay, we're gonna send you over there. I accidentally sent the wrong ships. That's all right though, because we're playing on such a slow speed at the moment. Just while I sort of familiarize myself with everything, they need funds to build a new facility. Okay, what do they say? I'll just click on it. Our Pirate Council recommends that we save up funds to build a hidden pirate base at our colony Rearn in the Gizurean system. Yes. Basically, once we get over... What percentage is it? I can't remember what percentage you need of having influence over a planet. You can go ahead and spend 30,000 credits to build a hidden pirate base on that planet. Let's see. This planetary facility gives our pirate faction permanent control of the colony where it is built. It also increases the research output for a pirate faction. So this is definitely something you want. I would approve, except we don't have the money for it. What happens if I hit approve anyways? I doubt... Is it going to go through? Wait, where's... that's Antar. That's where our fleet is. Rear, no, it's it's not there. I don't know why I would have an approve or disapprove type thing on there, but we are going to keep these ships in orbit around Rearm to make sure that we maintain control. I would like to have more military ships about my my small spaceport, though. It's really important that we protect that, because if we lose that, it's game over. It is game over. We can't rebuild this. We can't rebuild that or our construction ship, so we need to protect this at all costs. So leaving it currently undefended is really, it's really scary for me right now. But we have the third fleet coming back, and hopefully nothing bad will happen. I think I'm going to try this. Since we do have the, we do know of the Isian bandits, I'm thinking about sending an intelligence agent out to get their territory map. If we can maybe take out their base, then we can eliminate them as competition. So I'm going to go ahead and assign that mission. It'll take them about a year. It's an 88% success probability. It's not great. But, you know, well, fingers crossed. You know, we got to take chances, especially in the early game. As a pirate, it is rough. Now, I did advance time a little bit. You know, we've jumped ahead a few months. Nothing really has happened, so I guess we'll keep moving forward and see. But right now we're just waiting. We're waiting for the fleet to get over the Kuiper system. I think I'm actually going to send my construction ship over there now. Because by the time it gets there, it should, you know, our fleet should have already arrived and, you know, blown stuff up. Okay, a smuggler joins us. The smuggler, Sunja Noskri, has joined our faction. Sunja Noskri, with his smuggling freighter in the Galactic Beggar, is based at the colony Rearm. All right, cool. So this is another smuggler. I don't know if he's an independent smuggler or if he worked for another pirate faction, but he's defected to us. So we now have an extra smuggling ship. So let's zoom in on that a little bit. Is this it? The Galactic Beggar? Yeah, there it is. It's a freight hauler. It's a medium freighter. Awesome. Now, I'm guessing it has to be an independent, because our own freighters we can typically give orders to. Let me check that. Let me just make sure that I'm not misinforming you there. Let me see. Let's find our small freighter. Select ship. Oh no, I guess we can't assign orders to our freighters. My bad. Okay, so we got ourselves an extra freighter. Awesome. All right, so the first fleet has arrived in the Kuiper system. So we're actually going to tell them to come on over here and destroy these giant Kaltors. Once we clear out this space here, we can have our construction ship start to repair some of these large, nice capital ships and stuff like that, and that should help us out a little bit in sort of securing space. I noticed this Kaltor is moving. Size 145, strength 7, so that one's not that deadly. Alright, so we've jumped in. Oh crap, we're spread out. I was really... I hate that the way they jump out, because when they arrive, they always arrive like right in the middle of things. They're gonna get torn to shreds. Alright, this is just basically telling us that we found this debris, which we already knew, because that's why I told them to come here. Now, the resupply ship does have some really good weaponry on it. Let me see, what's the firepower for this? 169. If we compare that to what our escort here has, that's what firepower of 20. Yeah, so the giant Kelter is trying to go after our escort. Hey, you want to blow that up before it gets to you, please? The problem with giant Kaltors is they will tear straight through your shields. They will go straight through your shields, and then you are dead. You will be deadified. Keep your distance, keep your distance. You're lucky that this Kaltor is not attacking you. That escort on its own is going to get shredded if that Kaltor decides to react. Oh, it's reacting. Keep away, keep away. Oh, it's getting close. No, it's getting close. All right, I need to tell these escorts to get out of there. Escape. No, don't escape off in those different directions. Just move here. Move up there and keep shooting while you're trying to retreat. Kite this thing away and you should be able to destroy it. But they're not shooting at it. Why are they not shooting at it? I suspect they're using a lot of their energy for propulsion. That's something else that I don't think I really talked too much about in my previous playthrough. Is the idea that your like I did mention it, but it wasn't like something that we talked about really frequently. All right, let's try to take it out. Hopefully they'll survive. Was that, you know, each ship they generate so much power, and movement takes up power, and shooting takes up power. And sometimes if you're going to be shooting, you can't travel at the same speed because you have to redirect your power in different ways, or into different areas. Okay, I'm gonna sort of micromanage these ships a little bit because we can't just replace these. You know, if these ships get destroyed, that is it. And we don't have any money to replace them. So, gotta be very careful with them. So we're gonna kite this Kaltor back toward the resupply ship. He's coming after this, he's coming after this. And there we go. Resupply ship has pulled his attention. Oh, don't damage the resupply ship. And all components normal, so we are good. All right, so I'm going to tell the resupply ship to deploy at the planet Kuiper 3, and I'm going to keep these 2 escorts around here in the debris field. Solar Venture. All right, I need you to repair this capital ship. Once we get these secured, then we'll go ahead and get these secured, and it'll be great. We will have a very, very powerful fleet at our disposal. All right, so now that has been dealt with, I'm noticing. Uh-oh. No. All right, so it looks like the what's this faction here? The Isian bandits are trying to. They're raiding our planet right now, and they're pulling influence from us. We need to destroy these guys. We need to scare them off. Get rid of them. Get lost. This is our planet. They're currently raiding it, which really sucks because, you know, that's where we want some of our income to come from. All right, they took off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell my fleet to patrol the moon. Oh, actually, what's this guy doing? It's a destroyer. Actually, let's engage the destroyer. We've got, what, how many ships here? We've got 8 ships. Now, even though these are all frigates, up against 1 destroyer, we should be able to annihilate it. Firepower of only 45. We've got firepower of 400. Now, he's firing missiles at us. I don't think we have missile technology yet, do we? No, we're still researching missiles. Missiles are actually a really good tech to get. The range that they've got is excellent, but luckily we do have some tractor beams that we can pull this guy in close and just shred him up. There we go. Yeah, for the time being, we're gonna have to use our numbers as our advantage here. But once we get missiles, then we'll really be. There we go. Our destruction of belligerent backstab has produced a new ship captain, Eddie Nasiki. So one of our ships in this fleet now has a ship captain, which is great. Let's take a look at what his stats are at. Oh wow, we got 2 actually. The Galactic Beggar, is that? Oh, that's the smuggler, isn't it? That's that smuggler that joined us. Okay, and he sucks with fighters. So if we put a fighter bay on there, but it does look like it's a trait. So I think that it can go, oh, not a trait, it's a skill. So it's possible that it can increase. So he can get better at commanding fighters. But once we get like fighter bays on our ships, he's not going to be that great. But Inspiring Presence is a nice attribute because it slowly increases the skills of all other characters at the same location or in the same fleet. So if we have any other characters that happen to be in this fleet, he'll increase their skills by being an Inspiring Presence. So that's good. We're still in the red. We're still just going to wait for things to happen. It's you know, that's that early game waiting thing. I know someone had given me. Actually, I don't want to say they gave me any grief, but because I set my research speed for so slow because I liked that slow burn. I like spending time in each sort of technological period. So to me, I like that. I like being able to take time and you know, work our way through all that. So I like these slower starts. I know that it's maybe not that great for watching. I'll have to do a lot of cuts, you know, over the boring parts when I'm fast forwarding. But yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, it was a little bit unwieldy when I was playing as an Empire to keep the view on for civilian ships, but for private ships. But because they're so important for us as pirates, I decided to go ahead and turn them back on so we can kind of see where our mining ships are going. They're kind of going out to these different stars. Like this one here is going to be mining a moon. This actually, what moon is that? Quid? What kind of resources can we expect to find on this moon? Chromium and Megalos nut. That's interesting because I'm kind of confused because this ship here is a gas mining ship. So why is he going to mine from a marshy planet? Wouldn't he want to go to a gas giant? Huh. Okay, well, that's interesting. Now, after I'm kind of wondering, actually, what kind of damage did we do to these guys after we destroyed their destroyer? I think we knocked them down a little. We knocked them down a peg. We knocked them down a little bit. What about yeah, so they're still doing better than us in pretty much every way. I think the only thing we've kind of got on them is our balanced victory conditions is a little bit higher, but when you actually look at like the blue, green, and yellow, which I think are the primary factors of how well someone is doing, they're kind of, yeah, they're definitely ahead of us. I just wish we would know where their base was located. No, there's the ship. There's the ships. I had to pull back the second fleet because they were almost out of fuel, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew the second I pulled them back that they were going to throw their... Ooh, let's pause. I knew they were going to show up to try to, we'll say, exert their influence on the planet. So look, we've been knocked down to 86% on our like one planet. Now, our intelligence agent, Faz Okala, has evaded detection after successfully stealing the territory map. So I'm kind of sitting here going, okay, now we know where their base is. If we can wipe this out, we can just like annihilate them. Now, I don't know. Let's see, firepower is 128. That's a lot of firepower. We'll need to, we'll say, mass up quite a force. If we can get all these ships out of the Kuiper system, then we should be able to march all over them. But I'm really nervous because we only have one colony right now. We haven't discovered any other. We haven't discovered any full empires either. So this is it's a very tense situation here. I'm very nervous if we're going to be able to pull this off because like I said, you don't have that steady income. If they go ahead and they've got all their ships around the planet, we're gonna lose control of control over this planet. They're raiding it right now, and then, you know, where's our income going to come from? If we let's see, last year, let's see, we're almost halfway through the year. Last year we made a total of 8,192. Right now we're not quite half of that, so I guess we're kind of on track, but yeah, it's not great. A military ship has been found and acquired near the colony Rirm. The overwhelming Starfall has joined our fleet and is now ready for action. Okay, cool. Where is this? It's an escort. Darn it. I was like, sweet, we found ourselves like a destroyer or something. No, it's just, oh crap. And it's about to get into a fight with, these people. We need, you need to escape. Just get out of there. Get out of there and maybe join the nearest fleet. Maybe what fleet should they be a part of? Maybe the second fleet? Because the second fleet's going to be coming back here to defend this this planet Realm. So let's tell them. Let's see, what is this? The overwhelming Starfall. Where are you, overwhelming Starfall? Where are you? Military ships. Just gonna try to find it. Overwhelming Starfall. Let's set you to the second fleet. And now when we get the second fleet, they're all fueled up. Let's tell them to come back and raid Realm. Although you, I'm gonna give you specific orders to retreat, to escape. We've got 2 escorts here. They're going to destroy him if we don't tell him to pull out. We'll wait until the rest of the fleet arrives. Just as long as they don't, as long as the Isian, what are they called again? I can't even remember their names. The Isian bandits. As long as they don't discover this little treasure trove, we should be fine. This actually is taking a long time to repair this capital ship. I'm almost wondering if we should have... Oh man, that's a capital ship too. Destroyer. Yeah, we'll try to get the capital ships first, because at this stage in the game, getting a capital ship online is huge. All right, sorry for, we'll say, the lack of, we'll say, a whole lot happening. We're still at sort of that tense stage. I may have cut out a bunch, but I am out of time when it comes to actually recording for today. So we're gonna have to call it quits. Next time, we're going to continue sort of crossing our fingers and sort of speeding along time a little bit until we'll say some big wars break out or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, if you liked the video, you liked the content, and you'd like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comments section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.